Gentlemen and boys, ATR Around the Revolution is back, and I am back with another installment of me saying I want to be more consistent. That's neither here nor there. Let's get right into the MSR Season 28 Takeoff Review. For such an explosive season, it's only right I bring in an equally explosive personality to help me kick things off with a little segment we like to call
All Smoke Dylan Dope in YK's Corner. You know what it is, your boy YK. You know the vibes, free smoke every day, 24/7, 365. Go ahead and go get straight into it. First man, whatever you want to call him, myth, legend, getting smoke. Taco, you had to come down, sit in YK's Corner. I gotta talk to you, Playboy. You know, the jig is up with Taco. The jig is up. You know, Taco, he came and went. He's gone now. And on a personal level, I don't like him. He doesn't want to GG me after I finally beat him, after he beat me countless times. You know, he takes these tacky holding penalties when there's nothing but my running back on the screen. There's a lot not to like about Taco. And you know what? His time here is done. He won't sniff another championship this cycle. Overrated. You know, Kylo, the fakest Eagle fan I know, the one who wants to assume that myself, a godly GM, is like a Howie Roseman. You know, I'm really disappointed in Kylo. From a fucking Super Bowl contender, perennial powerhouse, to first round exit, not acceptable. You put on that midnight green, need you in the ship every fucking year, Kylo. But instead, you fell off, and I feel like you need something to get you back on track, get you hungry. Like, it's like, you know, you're going through the motions. You don't care anymore. You know what? I'm kind of sick of it. You're making the whole city of Philadelphia upset, and every Eagle fan out there disappointed in you. My oos. 10-6. You know, maybe I'll eventually take the smoke off. Maybe he's getting there. But for now, he ain't shit. You know, hasn't done shit yet this whole cycle. I remember him last year being a bad motherfucker, but now, shit, I see him on my schedule. That's cake work. Week 8, dog season. No chance. We're going to come to Vegas. That's a home game for me. Samoan, shit's sweet over there, baby boy. Is he hippo or is he a hypocrite? Because that man is ass. He always talks about people being ass, but he is the one that is ass. He's trash, you know, has a godly offense every year, but guess what? Can't do shit with it. Week in, week out, blown out by this person, blown out by this person. He puts it together. Next thing you know, blown out again. Will it ever stop with Hippo? Who fucking knows? You know, maybe he'll get it together. Maybe he won't. Week 1, blown out 30-0. I got faith for him, but for now, he's still looking like the same old Rhino.
So here's the question. You got all 4 of these guys lined up. Tell them what they need to do to get out of YK's Corner.
You know, Taco, pretty plain and simple. You're probably in there for life, but a couple GGs might help you a little bit. Kylo, you got to win a couple playoff games. I feel like you'll get your hunger back. I feel like you want to win again, so we'll see how that goes. Oos. Big oos. I need to see you put it all together. I can't see 60 points to be put on you week in, week out. You kind of look like me out there with my defense. Hippo, toy. I need a double-digit win season from you, Playboy. All Smoke Dylan Dope in YK's Corner.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am joined here today by a man who I have known for a couple years now, the artist formerly known as Rhino. We got the dog, or should I say the hippo, of the NFC South in the building. How are you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing good. Just glad to be here.
Yes, sir, and we will waste no time. Let's get right into it. The people gotta know. Can you shed some light on your metamorphosis from Rhino to hippo and what that means to you?
Well, first off, I've been known as Rhino throughout gaming per se, and just in life in general for the past I'd say 6-7 years. And so while it has been, I still go by that for a majority of my socials, but through here, I don't know, just felt like something new was needed. I was kind of getting tired of it, and it's always fun to kind of take a new spin on things. So this was a really good opportunity to go and do that. Had some advice from Hop and from YK, so worked out well. I like the name. I like the little the gifts and everything that come with it. So it really works out.
Yeah, definitely. I would say the server overall is all about it, and it's always nice to be able to shake things up. But let's talk about your cycle so far. How has that been for you? I know you can't be so hype about it, how it's gone so far compared to times of old. But from your eyes, what is your perspective on how your cycle's been?
And being completely honest and like true to my personality, it's been a failure. Coming into MSR last cycle, back in Madden 20, I had made the playoffs the first season, and I was off up like in and out of the playoffs throughout the rest of the cycle when I joined back. And I thought that really getting my own team, because I had taken over the Buccaneers last cycle, getting my own team from start to finish, and would be kind of the catalyst for me to design my team how I like to play. And I thought that I'd be a perennial playoff guy. And I knew even when team selection came around with King of Wakanda going to Tampa Bay, that I knew it'd be a rough division, and TJ originally being the Saints as well. And then there was a little period where I felt like I should have been a lot better than I was. It was when Joey was just getting used to Tampa, and I still really the only competition in the division. And shout out to Smooth, I'm sorry Smooth, but was Ura, and me and Ura we had battles, but I won a majority of those this cycle, especially towards the latter end of his time here. And so it kind of sucked knowing that, hey, I've got this extremely talented roster, and I feel confident in myself, but I'm not able to put the proof in the pudding per se. And so now I'm definitely, I know my best football is ahead of me. I've been practicing a lot more. I've got a different outlook on what I'm going to be doing, especially offensively this season. So I'm excited. I'm really excited for the future.
I'd say you've put yourself in a position now where if you take that sort of next step, if you're able to take that leap, especially, I think the NFC South is going to be a lot more competitive this year, just
Agreed.
with DK sort of building that Saints team the way he wants to. And I think Joey's going to kind of play with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder as well. And I feel like Smooth is so unpredictable at this point.
Agreed. Yeah. One of the bigger things, in my opinion, that'll be, I guess, like a big part of this upcoming season, as well, is going to be my defense. I cannot wait to. I don't know how to describe it. Defense is just going to be. It's been trending upward as of late. I've the past few seasons, I have just been really working on my play calling and my situational play calling, and just overall being able to use her on defense. I really think that if what I learned from last season was, as long as I can put up 21, 28 points, I will be fine. Defensively, I've done a lot better, and so if I'm just able to consistently put around 21 to 28 points, I know I'll be fine. And then running the ball is always going to be the struggle for me, because I hate running the ball. And it's not, and I guess like the whole idea that to say that I hate running the ball is not true, because I was actually talking to I think it was Hop about this. You have to be able to run the ball to set up the pass. And my issue has been I just go straight full pass mode, and I just want to throw the ball 40 times a game. And in Madden, that's not going to work all the time, especially if you're as aggressive and kind of careless user as I have been, because people are just going to sit there and guess pass, and you're not going to be able and play back, and you're not going to be able to get those shots deep. So it's just going to be, I don't know, like I said, it's going to be a really fun season. Another thing that I wanted to harp on, just for the league as a whole, content should be at like on a 10 this season, just because of, number one, everybody should be able to ask for help if they need help, especially just with you, doing this new segment. And I know I've got some things in store, and that I've been working on for a while, and users are just in general getting better with their content, so I can't wait for that. And Definitely. Then with the addition of the rookies, the real rookies, this is just going to be, this is people's opportunity to add their own flair on real life. Like, it's different when you get Madden created rookies that, at the end of the day, we're very limited as to what we can provide because we don't have real pictures of these guys. We don't know these guys' stories. We don't have anything other than the select few of us that do have like NCAA 14 and the stuff to be able to get college players that don't exist onto a game screen. Now with these real rookies, I really hope that people just take that next step from a content perspective. That's what the league is really all about. I am so excited for season 29. This is going to be a great season. I can't wait.
Yeah, definitely. I'm actually really glad you brought the content side of things up because Timbo and I talk about this all the time. I told him that initially ATR was going to be my sort of introduction to like personal content in the league, but it's sort of grown to a point where obviously like consistency is an issue because I try and put out the highest quality thing as possible, that it just takes more time. But I really, my goal with the show was always to use it as a tool for other users to sort of use it as that guiding hand to put content of their own out into the league, whether they're coming on for segments or coming on I've had people approach with ideas or whatever, which is fantastic. But I think you bring up a good point. We're at this point in the cycle now where there's so much pretty much on a platter for us between the supplemental draft and just everything that has happened in the league so far, that there's so many opportunities for content. And I've really liked being able to see like who's stepped up, whether it's just Twitter content or we're seeing a lot more graphics from guys that I didn't think we were going to. And I think part of that is there's a lot of hunger, it seems, between the guys in that like latter half of the team selection right now who want to move up. They want to sort of take spots and get better teams, which like there's no knock on that at all. I think if that's your motivator to keep putting out content, that's why like every time I hear it brought up that we're only going to have maybe two or three seasons, like I'm like, no, we're on an upward trend right now as far as content goes. I would love to see us go for 4 or 5. It really all depends on the energy, but where we are right now, I feel like we're hitting peaks and strides in a way that we just need to continue moving and not cut off too early before. Obviously, I do think everybody needs a break before the next cycle comes out. But when that happens, I mean, ever since this cycle started, as far as like tempo goes, the league's been moving at a breakneck pace between advances and just everything in general. But I'm really excited to see more people sort of put their hands sort of in the pot for content.
Just that you were talking to the speed and like the length that we're wanting the league to go. To those that are that take the time to listen and are saying, we only do have the 2 to 3 seasons left. At this point in the Madden cycle last year for Madden 20, we were done with the game. We from a mental perspective, we were done. We played because we enjoyed wanting to be in the league. And we enjoyed, playing with each other's users, and just the league is what kept you involved. For those of you that hate the game, love the game, I don't know everybody out there and their opinions, but from a consensus basis, I cannot tell if anybody is done yet. The hunger out there from a competitive and from a just league-wide content perspective, it's still growing. So let's not. I beg of you to not cap yourselves on 2 to 3 seasons. I get it. Those of you that are against the whole opt-out seasons and whatnot, and I get, like I said, I get it. But 2 to 3 seasons, including this one, just seems so short. With and again, even at this point last year, we didn't know, or we were if at 2 to 3 seasons left in the MSR and the Madden cycle last year, we knew what we were getting with Madden 21. We had the news of X, Y, and Z was going to be this. And they were putting out all the information for 21. We have nothing yet. There's nothing big that's breaking from a Madden perspective that we've been listening to, that we've seen out there for 22. So until the news starts pumping out and the hype really starts growing for 22, why are we capping ourselves at 2 to 3 seasons? So and again, like I said, for the opt-outs, if you guys want to opt out, fine, cool, do you. I am all for as much as I am against opting out, I am all for keeping the train going. So I really hope that we can hit, like you said, that 4 to 5 season mark right now and put us at what that'd be another 10 season cycle, and that would awesome to get to 34, 35 seasons. That would be just awesome. So who knows? I don't have much else, but I just really wanted to harp on the content thing as well, and I'm really appreciative of you doing not just bringing me on, but the whole ATR. It's been to see where you've grown from when you just started posting highlights in the channel to now. It's awesome. So I'm really proud and just happy to see that you're making content that you love.
I definitely appreciate the sentiment, and I really like hearing the perspective of somebody who is a lot more seasoned MSR veteran than I am. Since you've been around for a few years, you have something to compare it to. We don't even have to put a cap, like a number on where we want to get to with the seasons, because I think it will fall under a natural progression where we'll notice when things start to slow down. I don't know, it could be a combination of burnout or whatever, but we just haven't seen that yet. So it's a little like pessimistic feeling to try and cap us. And I'm sure a lot of that has to do with the amount of work that the office is doing between the reps and the guys in Timbo and Hoff and Hop, and just how much more work they want to put into it. I think that does play a role. But I do think that where we are right now and all the users that are involved, everybody's still so hype about every season. Everything that's coming out is being so well received. And I just think the quality of what we're getting as far as content, as far as gameplay, I mean, I started as somebody who did not care about my season. I didn't care where I ended. So long as my content was good, I could have gone 0-16 and been perfectly fine with that. But I'm getting to a point now where I feel myself improving. I'd like to start winning games. Made it to the playoffs at 8-8. Well, now I want to make it back. And I think that everybody keeping that competitive edge right now is what is ultimately going to benefit the content. It's all sort of goes hand in hand in sort of a like a symbiotic relationship, I feel.
Agreed.
To make the league the best thing possible. But honestly, that's going to do it for both of us here, Hippo and myself. Appreciate you joining me today for the Sim Spotlight. We're definitely going to try and do more of this in the future, get a lot of different guys, a lot of different perspectives, but I appreciate you popping that cherry today.
No problem, man. Pause on that last one, but no problem. And I really appreciate the opportunity. Again, thanks for having me on, man.
I'm getting off, dude. It's been a good stream.
Let's go! Let's go! What the fuck are you doing? What is that?
Should have been a pick!
Woo, woo!
Oh god, see I did it again. Oh god, I did it a third time. Okay, that was a CPU that time. Alright. Oh my god. That was bad.
I'm gonna be on my own show.
Hold on to that ball! Let's go!
Holding. That's a pick. Let's get it.
How is that?
That's a sexy pick. You know why? Because that's a Dory Jackson. That's why we gave up the first pick of the draft, fellas. That's why. Oh my god, Mark, you're stupid. That's a terrible trade. Rhino with his freaking bullshit. Oh, you overpaid. No shit.
Did you accept
I know.
the trade or the? What was the call?
I don't know.
Just free smoke all year, every day, every week, every second, every minute, every hour. You know, oh fuck, I have to cut that. Yo, let's take it from the top.
I got you.
Or we just, yeah, I was feeling it though, but yeah. All smoke, Dylan dope. Oh, hold on.
And that's a wrap. Money, baby.
Dang, baby, let's go.